Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me in this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we'll be discussing the Metaverse and why you shouldn't trust it. Let's get right into it. The Metaverse, for those who don't know, is a virtual reality world that exists on the internet. In order for people to enter the Metaverse, they need to wear a virtual reality headset. And in this virtual reality world, people can go to school, can go to work, play games, or even go to the movie theaters. The term Metaverse comes from an old 1992 novel named Snow Crash. The novel was about a world that was separated into two worlds. One that was the digital world, called the Metaverse, and then there was the physical one, similar to what we got going on now. Lately, the Metaverse has been in the headlines, and people have been desperately trying to understand what it is, with Facebook being the main company pushing into the Metaverse. Facebook, or now known as Meta, has been heavily promoting their brand switching from Facebook to Meta in associations with the Metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg has described Facebook's involvement in the Metaverse as a new virtual social platform that he calls an amazing new world on the press runs he's been on for the last few months. As Mark eagerly proclaims it's going to be a great place to socialize with friends and family, many have raised questions on what's really the motive for this new digital world. The more I read about the Metaverse, the more I question how people are not concerned. Mark and his team have really done their best efforts to create a digital world that seems to be a replacement for the real one. The Metaverse is starting to look less like a platform to socialize and hang out, like Facebook claims, and more like a new world where people can live in and spend their time in. It has already been reported that many companies have already began selling land within the Metaverse and is selling for thousands of dollars. It was recently reported that Snoop Dogg had created his own virtual world and is selling real estate, with one of his fans even paying $450,000 to purchase land next to his virtual house. And it isn't just real estate either. Big clothing brands like Nike, Adidas, Gucci, and Balenciaga have all started to create and sell virtual clothing items for people's avatars in the Metaverse, charging hundreds of dollars for virtual items that the customer would never physically own. Sadly, a lot of people are purchasing these items at alarming speeds, as those companies have already made millions off the Metaverse. In order for you to be able to buy anything in this new virtual world, you can't just do this with any money. In order to buy land or clothes, you have to turn your currency into a digital cryptocurrency. You will need a digital wallet to make all your digital purchases in this Metaverse. If the Metaverse is just a social platform, why is land being sold, and why is big clothing brands dedicating time to a virtual world? And why do we need a virtual wallet? To me, it seems that those who are investing into this meta world already know what the Metaverse is going to be. Like I've said before, the men who run this world have made it their priority to establish a new world order, a new world openly ran by the Freemasonic order. To me, everything about the Metaverse points to the new world. The new world order requires a one world currency, which with crypto we already have. The new world order needs a well-manipulated population that doesn't question the government's intentions. As we can see, people have never been this submissive in our history. And most importantly, the new world requires a one world government. The Metaverse is that one world with a one world currency full of people who have been easily manipulated. The big clothing brands and celebrities know this, and just like they have been using celebrities to manipulate the people to follow the Masonic agenda, they are using their celebrities to manipulate people into joining the Metaverse. It's clear to me what direction this Metaverse is heading. Our world has been slowly becoming more and more digital as we become slaves to technology. The beautiful world we once knew is already gone and has been replaced with a world full of screens. Screens that show people what they need to see to keep them controlled and prevent them from ever seeing the truth. In the direction our current world is heading, we will most likely be living in that virtual world in the near future. You may think to yourself, how would this even be possible? Well, Elon Musk has been working on developing a chip that is to be implanted in the brain called Neuralink. Neuralink would allow you to connect your brain to the internet and to technology. Elon Musk has been working on this since 2016 and is now trying to implement it with virtual reality video games. Once this is fully developed, others will start to replicate this experience, and I can assure you it would eventually be implemented into Facebook's Metaverse. We must think to ourselves, isn't it suspicious that Elon started creating this chip just a few years before the Metaverse would be introduced? In my opinion, these men already knew in advance that 2020 would be the year that changes everything and pushes people into wanting a new digital world. What better time is there to introduce the Metaverse than now, when people have been isolated for almost 2 years? They have been working towards directing us into this digital world and using us to fuel it. They're going to finally be able to know everything about us, even what's in our brains. If Facebook used to know too much about us before, now they're really gonna know everything, especially if they can implant a chip into your brain that records brain activity. Facebook has already been accused of spreading hate and being responsible for allowing hate on their platform so that they may profit from it. They don't care if people are using their platforms to organize evil as long as they can profit from it. And this is how they want people to trust them with our lives. It is clear to me that the plans for a metaverse have been in motion for years now. Just like we've seen many times before, somehow movies made in Hollywood studios can see the future and predict that we would one day be living in a virtual world. There has been many movies like The Matrix, Ready Player One, 13th Floor, Total Recall, and a bunch of other movies that predict that this is what's soon to happen, as the men that run this world already knew this was always their plans. If you were to ask me why I don't trust the metaverse, I would tell you I don't trust the people creating it. I don't trust what it represents, and I don't trust what it can do to our civilization. The more we disconnect from our humanity and spiritual self, is the darker the world becomes. Just take a look at our world and tell me if things don't seem darker every day. Evil is becoming normal as people become more and more manipulated to do as they're told. Well, that's it for this episode. I appreciate all of you watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this episode of The Truth Is. If you would like to further support the channel, join me on Patreon, the link would be in the description. If you join before the 28th of this month, you could be entered to this month's monthly raffle, where you can win a shirt, a cash prize, and even pick a video topic. Also, please leave a comment below on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button, as this helps other people find these videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. Please follow me on Instagram at TheTruthIs01 and on TikTok at TheTruthIs. I will gladly appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.